I'm also using my office laptop, so I don't have access for that file.
Okay. So I can give you the whole script. Can you share your screen if possible? Okay,
Yes.
so I think Satya has shared the link in the groups, the GitHub link. So you open the link and you can copy the script directly from there if you are able to access the link. Share your screen, so if there is some issue in the same, I will help you out.
Yes, I'm unable to share my screen due to some issue. I'm trying to copy the script.
Just do a Control A, Control C, and instead of pasting it in a new, just write a create database Northwind and then paste the query in the particular database. If possible,
Sure.
do not do it in your master. And once you are done, just let me know so that we can start with the topics for today, as we would be starting with. Okay, let me just share my screen.
Sir, I'm also having issue.
Okay, what issue?
Unable to find the file. May I share my screen?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so do one thing, just paste it somewhere in the C drive or something.
Okay.
Yes, like paste it here directly or create a new folder or paste it.
Mm. Uh, After device, we have to go.
You have to click on the three dots on the right hand side of this. Yes,
Mm.
click on it and see what folder did you created? What was the name of the folder?
Northwind only.
Okay, see it would be up there, like it would be on the top somewhere. Just click on the minus in this on the left of program files. Just click on the minus, it will make it smaller. On the minus icon, can you click again? Yes.
Mm.
Okay, I'm not able to see the Northwind. Can you approve the request?
Yeah.
Okay, so, okay, you haven't created the folder, you have pasted it directly
Okay.
in the C drive and it should be available here though. See, here it is, right?
Yeah. Mm.
Click on OK and click on OK twice and you will import.
Okay. May I stop my sharing?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Okay, so let me share my screen now and just allow me a moment. So I think that now all of us are done with it. We can start with new topics and we will gradually work on the Northwind database also, but we will also work on the database that we have created beforehand, which I suppose was the company DB, if I'm not wrong, right? The one we were working on before this. So let us start with the new topic of the day, that is delete, drop, and truncate. So this is something that you might not come across very oftenly in SQL, right? You will very rarely use such command, but from an interview point of view, it is very important that you understand the difference, especially between delete and truncate. Okay, so these are two important things that are used, and drop is also used to delete the thing. So let us understand what is the thing of these three. First of all, you have drop, that is used to completely remove an entire table, index, database, stored procedure, view, right? So if you write drop table employee, it vanishes. the table, the values, everything from that will remove. Okay, so I hope the drop command is simple and you have used it somewhere to drop the database, right? So you can write drop table, you can write drop database, you can write drop view, whatever you have created, and it will delete it entirely from the database, right? Along with the values and the schema. I hope you understand what the schema is, like the name of the columns, the foreign keys, the primary keys. These are part of the schema. Everything will get deleted if you use a drop statement. The delete statement is used to remove specific rows based on condition, right? So if I want to delete from employee where salary is less than 30,000, or if let us say in my company, 2 employees have left, so I will write delete from employee where employee ID is equal to employee ID of those 2 employees. That is the difference between drop and delete. I hope this is clear to you. The drop and delete difference is clear.
Can you repeat it?
Okay, so drop is used to delete entire thing. Like if I write drop table employee, the employee table gets deleted entirely. Okay, there is no employee table anymore. If I will write, okay, let me show you some thing. So I have this assignment coaches and I have some tables here. Yes, I have items table. So let me just go here. In this, okay, you don't have to practice it that much. Just have a look at it, understand what it is, and you are fine with it. We can proceed with other topics. But you should just have the theoretical knowledge about drop, delete, and truncate. You will very rarely use them because you won't get the access to delete things in the database anyways. So if I write drop table, let me first show you. So select star from items. Okay. And then I will write select star from product table, right? So I have these 2 tables that you can see. Now, if I write drop table items table, right, this will get deleted completely. If I execute it, then there is no more item table. See, invalid object. If I will refresh the database, here you will see in the tables, it has vanished, right? So items table completely removed from the database. So drop is clear to you. What is drop used for?
Yes.
Great. Now let us understand delete command. So delete command is used to delete specific rows of data. Like in this, if I want to delete the data where, let us say the country is Canada or Germany, or if I want to delete data where product ID is 2 and 3, then I will use a delete statement, right? So you can write delete from product table where product ID is equal to 2. So this 2 Germany 1321 will get deleted. See, when I will write select star from product table, see, after 1, we are directly getting 3. So I hope this is also clear. What is the difference between drop and delete?
This delete
Even if you,
deleted rows, right, sir?
yes, it deleted a single row. Even if you delete the complete column, you like complete this using the delete, still your column names would be there. The schema would be there. Like it would be an empty table, but product ID, country, their data types, their relationship, primary keys, everything would be there, even if you delete all the details in the table. But drop table will completely vanish it from the database. Okay, so I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here, the difference. Right, because when you create the table, you create data types, right? Product, integer, primary key, varchar 5, 6, 7. So all those things would remain intact if you use a delete command. But in drop, they will get deleted. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
What if
Now,
we select a delete unit sold, manufacturer price. In this column name, delete column name from product table where product ID is 2. So will it delete only data of those columns?
Okay, you want to delete details from particular columns.
Yes, yes.
You can do
Rows
that.
of, okay. To delete the unit sold, manufacturer price from product table where product ID is 2. So it will delete only the rows of those particular columns, right?
Yes. So you are saying if you want to delete with okay, let me just make product ID here again. Okay. So you are saying if you write it like 4, it will delete this whole thing, or you want to just delete this 4 from here?
No, no, I'm saying that I just want to delete information of particular columns where the criteria made. Means delete product, country, unit sold from product table where product ID is 2. So will it delete only the data of those columns which
No,
are
no, no.
defined in?
You cannot delete
Okay,
from a
okay, okay,
particular column directly. You will
okay,
have
okay.
to
So it will
uh,
delete entire row, right?
yes, you will delete the entire row. You have to update the values to null or something like that, but you cannot just say that I want to delete only this part.
Got
No,
it, got
the
it. That
delete
was my query.
statement will delete the entire row.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now drop and delete are actually not that difficult to understand. Drop is just, let us suppose you are, you have 100 people living in a building. So if you are using drop, you are just demolishing the building. And if you are using delete, then you are just telling people to vacate from the building, right? And you can give a condition that only people from 12th floor have to vacate. But the room would be there, the building would be there, lift would be there, the kitchen would be there. But in drop, you are just completely demolishing the building. Nothing is left, right? So drop and delete are rather simple to understand. Truncate is something similar to delete, and this is a very very important question from interview point of view that people might ask you. What is the difference between truncate and delete? Okay, so let us try to understand. See, truncate remove all rows from the table. But unlike delete, it cannot be rolled back if not within a transaction. It is faster and reset the table. Restarts identity column. So see, truncate is a part of data definition language and delete is a part of data manipulation language. Now let us understand it in a little bit simpler form. So truncate will also delete all the values, but it is not like drop, right? Still, the table structure would be there, right? But it will remove all the rows from the table. Firstly, understand how truncate is different from drop. Table रहेगा as it is, just values delete होगी सारी की सारी, right? But then how it is different from delete? First of all, it will remove all the tables. उसमें all the values. You cannot use a where clause or filter clause. Second, it cannot be rolled back if not within a transaction. And the auto increment counter gets reset with truncate. So this last point is important, and I will explain you how they differ in this scenario. So you remember what is auto increment? Anyone here remembers auto increment? एक constraint हमने पढ़ा था when we were studying not null, unique constraint, auto increment.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Like
Okay,
if
go
I
ahead.
Like
hmm,
order by order by.
okay, so I will explain you. See, when I have a primary key, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so I can have an auto increment counter. When I will insert a new value, it will automatically give 6, it will automatically give 7, है ना? Automatically give 8. This is auto increment, right? So you can create a key, you can create a column which will auto increment itself when you will insert another value, right? Now with truncate, this counter will reset. If you insert a new value, it will again start from 1, 2, 3, 4 because everything has been deleted. But if I use a delete statement and I delete all the values, the auto increment counter will start from 9 because this will not get reset. Like if you delete, let us say, 2 values from here using delete statement and you insert something new, it will start from 9. But truncate will delete everything and it will reset the auto increment counter. Okay, so I hope you understand. 3 differences you have to keep in mind. First of all, truncate remove all rows. It is a DDL command compared to delete, which is a DML. You can use a where clause in delete. You cannot roll back. You can roll back. And auto increment gets reset. Auto increment does not get reset. If you are still confused in these two, just remember the differences from the interview point of view, and that is all that you need to remember. But still, if you want to understand, it is not that difficult. I hope these differences are clear to you. Just read through the points. Just read through these 4 points. Let me zoom it out for you. And let me know which point you think is confusing or which point you want me to clarify. I will give you 2 minutes to read this. If there is something you still don't understand, just let me know. Or if you are clear with the differences, also just let me know that it is clear, maybe in the chat box, so I can move forward with the new topic.
So I just want to know if this is a single line logic. Truncate is the same like a drop, but here we keep table. That's it.
Yes, almost. Drop is also a data definition language now. So yes, it keeps truncate keeps the columns, but it like reset all the other things. So more like, what does rollback mean? Can we restore the data? Okay. So rollback is used to what we can say, go back to a stage within a transaction. So I told you that mostly when you are doing a transaction, that either everything will work out or nothing will work out. Right? Just say if you go to a ATM and you are trying to withdraw the money, you enter your PIN, and by chance the ATM is out of cash. Your amount, if got debited, if your amount has been debited, then it will again get credited into your account. अगर गलती से पैसे डिडक्ट हो गए थे but machine में cash नहीं है, so it will refund your amount. So that is an example of rollback. If the transaction is not completed, you have to get back to the point where you started. So in truncate, you cannot roll back. I think maybe within a transaction you can, but generally अगर वो transaction अलग से mention नहीं है, so you cannot roll back. In simpler terms, it is a undo statement. Okay, whatever things have been made, you can undo it, but in truncate you cannot. Okay. So let us move forward and start with the topic, that is built-in functions in SQL Server. Okay, so what are built-in functions in SQL Server? Some functions that might not be there in every SQL, but SQL Server has them, and they are mostly used for some specific task, right? And these are some of the common ones, but there are n number of functions. I think total there would be 200, 300, 400 functions. So we will not discuss all of them, but there are some string functions, there are some date functions, there are some mathematical functions that we will just have a look at, right? So first of all, we have the string functions, and 3 of them are there. So length, len, will return the length of the string. Substring will get a part of a string, and upper or lower will convert that into upper or lower case, right? So these 3 are very simple. Let me just write it here. Remove this and right here, right? So just I will give you the example, it would be very clear to you. Okay, so string functions in the inbuilt first is to get the length of the string. So if I write select length, see there are other functions also like data length, column length. So there are multiple functions in SQL Server. A lot of them might be very complicated for you to start with. So don't worry, just remember the basic ones like 5 to 10 that you might use frequently. Other than that, you can just use internet or Google if you have a need. But the basic like length, substring, absolute values, you should remember. Okay. So select length. Let us say what is your name, right? And then you can just write as sentence length. So what will happen? If I run this, it will create a column sentence length and it will give me the length of the string. So if I run this, I get 17. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Whenever you are dealing with such kind of string, the space is also counted. Okay. So this is also a string, this is also a string. Now, the second function, which is to, let me write here also, length of the string. Right. Second function that I have will extract substring. Like I will write select substring and I will mention, let us say, Malayalam. Okay, this is my string. Now what I will write, okay, sorry, comma 3, comma 2 as substring. Okay. Now what will happen? It will start with 3 and it will give me a string of length 2. Right. So let me make it down, like make it a little bit more clear. So I have this MALAYLAM. This is the string. Now this 3 and 2 I wanted to explain. 3 is the starting point. So we start from the third point. Which is the third point here?
L.
1, 2, 3. This is the third point. So we start with L. And what is the length of the string? I mentioned here as 2. So it would be LA. 1, 2. That is how it works. If I change this to 4, then it would be LAYL. See, if I start from 3, then it would be, okay, I started from 3 only. Let's start from 2. Then it would be ALAY. See, that is how it works. And last is your upper case or lower case. So what you have to do, let me just select this. Instead of length, you just have to write upper as, I will write uppercase, and then you can do the same, but instead of upper, you can write lower as lowercase. And when you will run this, you will get the results. So see, when I run the uppercase, it shows in capital. When I run in lowercase, it shows in lowercase. Right. So I hope these 4 strings are clear to you. Very simple and basic to use. I'll just give you 2 minutes to execute this command yourself and let me know when you are done with the same.
I
Command जोड़ा रहे हो ना?
no,
Yes, Abhishek.
Saurabh, I need some help.
I have a doubt in length of the string.
Hello.
Okay. Yes, Saroj, I will take you after Abhishek if
Yeah,
that
okay.
is fine. Yes, Abhishek, what doubt do you have in this length of the string?
Like how did it work? Like
Okay,
how
let me tell you how it works. So see, length of the string is this. इसका length कितना है? Right.
yeah,
So what is the length of what? 4
4
is 2,
2
your
Four.
4 and name
8
4.
4
So what is the total?
14
14. Right. We are getting 17 if I'm not wrong. Right?
okay
Yeah. So what is the extra 3? This space here. 1,
okay
2,
1 2 okay
3. 14 plus 3 equal to 17.
okay
Yeah. Yes, Saroj, you were asking something. Hello.
Yeah, I will share my screen once again. The screen I'm not getting it.
Okay, you want to share. Okay. Now you can.
So Yeah, I'm getting this only. This like side screen where we need to write the query, right? It was not getting like here also. It was like not allowing me
You have to
to.
click on new query, no? Then only it will.
Okay. Ah, okay, got it.
Yeah.
No, I thought like it will be there last.
No,
Okay.
no, not an issue. Sometimes it is not there. If you open a new file, then you have to click on new query. If you open a already stored file, then it would be there automatically.
Okay.
Okay.
So last time, like I have done that, like we have done, right? So where it is, like it will be available here, company DB.
The data and tables would be there, but if you have written some query, अगर आपने कुछ लिखा था, then it would be there in your document if you have saved it. So let me show you. Okay, I think have you shared your entire screen? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. Right. So here you can see it is SQL query 2, matlab SQL query 1 is saved somewhere. If you mostly see in your documents, there would be this SQL Server Management Studio. And in the code snippets in SQL, it is empty. So you haven't saved it. So whenever you want to save your work, like if you have written something like this, यहाँ पे कुछ भी आपने query लिखा है, and you want to save it, right? Select where, whatever it is, how longer it is. Go into file and save the file, or click on save as,
Okay.
and it will save in the here. So you can name it something like day 2 SQL practice, joins practice, whatever it is,
Okay.
and you can save it directly. So if you open it, तो वो पूरा query as it is open हो जाएगा instead of
Okay.
getting a blank file.
Sure.
Okay. So I think string functions are clear to you, rather simple. ठीक है, अभी तो we are just doing them one by one, but when we will do some questions, maybe you will understand how useful they are. Right. Now date functions, very, very important. ठीक है. So it is get date. It will give you the current date and time. So if I use a get date function, I will get the date today, which is 28 December 2024. Date, add a interval in the date. Like if it is 2023 and I add 1 year, it will give 2024. And if you want to get the difference between two dates, you can write the date difference function. So let us practice them one by one. And